Same time, right? All right, so hold on. All right, good morning, VZ. Let me get you in there. There you go. Today is Friday, March 5th. Hoy es Viernes Cinco de Marzo, 2021. The weather for today is sunny and really, really cold. It's going to go up to a high of 40, but right now it feels even colder than that. All right, this day in history. Well, in 1770, we have the Boston Massacre, which was an early event leading to the American Revolution. But in happier news, in 1963, the hula hoop was first patented by the same manufacturer that came up with the Frisbee, and that would be Wham-O in 1963. And by the way, I was doing a little research last night, and it seems like the Guinness record for most hula hoops to be twirled around a human body is 100. I don't even know how that's possible, but look it up. 2014 at the Boston Circus. I had some free time last night. All right, birthdays. So Sunday was Nick Pucci's birthday, which I know for a fact I said happy birthday to Nick Pucci, but he said I didn't. So Nick Pucci, happy birthday once again. And today is Luciana D'Ameglio's birthday, so happy birthday to you, Luciana. Jokes, this comes from Bryn Anazek. What did the mother corn say to her children? Don't forget to wash behind your ears. Got it? Ears of corn?
No.
No. Okay, like an ear of corn. Maybe we don't use that as much anymore, but okay, I liked it. All right, strange fact. The Empire State Building in New York City has its own zip code. Its own zip code. I thought that was interesting. All right, boys and girls. So we just finished February, which was Black History Month. And I'll tell you a true story. A couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I wasn't sure. I passed Savion in the hallway. I'm like, Savion, where did you get your name from? Was that your, like a grandmother's maiden name? And he proceeded to tell me about Savion Glover. So anyway, I'd never heard of Savion Glover, so I thought it would be important for Savion to talk a little bit about who Savion Glover is so that we all could recognize this impactful American during Black History Month. So go ahead, Savion.
Savion Glover was born November 19th, 1973 in Newark, New Jersey. As a famous tap dancer, choreographer, and actor, Savion Glover has graced the stage since childhood and is the
epitome
of a living legend. Before he was a teenager, Savion made his mark starring in the leading role in Broadway musical The Tap Dance Kid. The Tony Award-winning dancer eventually worked with dancing greats Gregory Hines and Sammy Davis Jr. As a choreographer, Glover's work has helped maintain tap dancing as an art form in the modern dance world.
So Savion Glover is a very important American tap dancer, which is something that we don't probably see as much today in terms of entertainment. But if you say Gregory Hines and you say Sammy Davis Jr., I'm all in. So again, Savion Glover, that's who Savion March is named after. So that is our Black History Month spotlight for today. All right, so boys and girls, before we get to the pledges, just a reminder that March is going to be Wellness Month for us. We'll talk about fitness. We will talk about mental health. We'll just talk about the overall body wellness. And Mrs. Ricciardi is here today to talk about that. So I am now going to turn the computer towards Mrs. Ricciardi, and then I'm going to grab the camera towards Mrs. Ricciardi so everybody can hear her words of wisdom.
Good morning, boys and girls. I wanted to share a little bit of text that I read called I Am Peace, and it's a book on mindfulness. And mindfulness helps us learn how to manage our feelings, make good choices, and balance our busy lives. So I wanted to share a little bit about it with you. There are times when I worry about what might happen next and what happened before. The thoughts in my head are like rushing water, and I feel like a boat with no anchor. You okay, Mr.
Perfect. We are awesome.
Being carried away. I give myself a moment. I take a breath, and then I tell myself it's all right. I feel the ground beneath my feet, and steady myself. And start to notice the here and the now. My thoughts begin to settle. My mind begins to clear. I am peace. I can watch my worries gently pop and disappear. I let things go. I can say what I feel inside out loud. I know myself. I can share kindness with others. I make a difference. I can feel my breath fill my whole body. I tune into me. Now the water is still. I have found my anchor and everything is all right. I don't need to worry about before or after. I am in this moment. I am peace. And I dream. We are peace. So, guys, I just want you to think about this, and I want you to think about remembering always to say something nice to yourself, to tell yourself how wonderful you are, to tell yourself how special you are, and to tell yourself you are peace. Thank you, Mr. de Blasi.
Oh, thank you. All right. So, see if you can get Savion on there. All right, Savion, I'm going to let you take over if you're good with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you do the pledges. You can handle that?
Yep.
So you're going to have to go a little slower. Let me get the camera set up for you, buddy. All right. We'll do it like that. All right. So you want to stand and we'll do the pledge?
I pledge
Well,
allegiance.
slow down. Remember, everybody's got to just stand down. So we're going to go real slow. Ready? I am peace.
I pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the pledge of kindness. I pledge to myself on this very day to try and be kind in every way. To every person, big or small, I will help them if they fall. When I help myself and others too, that is the best that I can do.
Good job. All right. Before we sign off, I couldn't help when Mrs. Ricciardi was reading, thinking about my first grade teacher, Mrs. Riley. You know Mrs. Riley, who subs sometimes? You know that she was my first grade teacher?
I think so.
And it just reminded me of how, if you remember first grade, and I know those of you in first grade remember first grade, but even those of us who are a little older, I don't know that there's a teacher that ever made you feel more at peace than your primary teachers. And I remember Mrs. Riley always making sure that I was just in control and relaxed. There's just something about that, I don't know, that first grade teacher. So to all my first grade teachers, thank you for all you do. And I'm sure you help all of our children feel at peace from time to time. Right, Savion?
Mm-hmm.
And you have Mrs. Ricciardi, so I know you could say that. All right, we're going to sign off. Remember, VZ cares for you. Make it a great day. The choice is yours.